We starting the video in the bed today because I've been procrastinating this video. I have been kind of in a reading slump a little bit, and I honestly have not really been wanting to be on the camera, but like I've been wanting to like edit and post. This is gonna be like a mood reading thing. It's gonna be like a random number generator picks my reads, and I might still do that. I don't know. Like this is very random, unorganized chaos. I am reading Lemon Pepper by Nina right now. Memes23, I'm gonna put it on the screen. She did like a comment a while ago on one of my videos, basically told me books that she feel like I should read. And I also saw that Kiona from Chocolate Covered Pages really liked it too, and I like both of their opinions, so I'm gonna read it. I'm reading it. Right now I'm on like 20%, something like that, and the romance hasn't begun yet, but I'm really liking what I'm reading right now. That is all. I'll tell you more later. I want to eat something and then read a little bit more and then maybe talk to y'all. We'll see. Hello. I have some thoughts. Okay, haven't done this in a while. A little nervous. Let's see. At 10%, I was a bit confused because we're following Ben's, and then I didn't know if it was Truck or Dawn, but we're following Dawn as well. But also sometimes Truck and sometimes Oak. So the point of view was really confusing to me because at times it's kind of like third person omniscient, I think, because it just tells someone's thoughts and then it jumps into first person again. But one chapter is not dedicated to one person. Like it jumps around to whoever is whoever. So you just kind of have to be like context cluing it until someone says like someone's name. Two individuals, their siblings passed away and they kind of connect through this grief, and like their families are intertwined, just like their lives are connected in ways that they don't know. And I just got to 44%, and for a while I didn't know who was gonna be the love interest. I'm not gonna lie, I was confused because it's like, girl, it's not that confusing, but like I was confused. But we just got a kiss, so I had to stop. We just got a kiss. So let me read what I have. But it's really like not nice. I don't know where to say this, but it's like these two, Dawn and Ben's, damn. It's like I have a lot of things to say, and then whenever I get on camera, I don't know what to say. You really see two people grieving important people in their life and still continue to show up for everybody every day in ways they neglect themselves. Ben, she's in therapy and she's also taking care of her niece. And then Don, he is not in therapy at all. Like he's just being there for everybody. He's numbing himself the best he can, but he's also taking care of his nephew. Also, there's so much baking in here because Ben's owns her like family's bakery. It's like lemon themed, like everything is lemon. So like if you have a sweet tooth, have something on hand. Sweet. I will say at about 32% there wasn't any romance yet, but like the main love interest, they started a business partnership, so like it was like obviously they're gonna see each other more. But now at 44% we just got a kiss, and they're both basically just relating to each other about like their grief and just how it feels to like miss someone and like lose a part of yourself. And there's just really a lot of conversation about grief. Like if you don't want to read about people dying and then the aftermath of that, this is probably not the book for you if you're really sensitive to stuff like that. This is not like super romance right now, even at 44%. So like if you really were looking for something like, oh, black love, something lighthearted, this is not lighthearted. Like some things are funny and lighthearted. Ignore the situation. If you have something to say about this, you're anti-black. First of all, not during February. Not during any month, but definitely not during February. Okay. Yeah, my favorite character is Oak. He's so kind and he's smart and he's so determined to be who he says he's gonna be. He's so like good on his word. Like he cares about punctuality. He cares about anime. He cares about drawing. He's so real. I love how he's so determined to do what he put his mind to, and instead of focusing on what other people see that he can't do. Basically, he has certain delays in his development because he was a twin, so he didn't have as many nutrients. Some things are like a little bit delayed, but he made shake. Okay, he get the job done. He don't play. He get down. So love him. He's my favorite. I'm reading it. I'm enjoying it. I don't know how much more I'm gonna update y'all because I'm off today, so I've just been reading, and maybe like in a couple of hours I'm gonna hang out with my friend. So we'll see if I read more, but I really want to finish this today. I started it like yesterday or 2 days ago, something like that. I've been in a slump, and this is like the first time I actually feel like reading. So I'm gonna keep holding on to that little feeling because it was getting dark. But one of the quotes in here that I liked, and also it like resonated with one of the characters, Ben said, "Loss, that's only for the span of a lifetime, but love lasts forever, and we'll always have that." Honestly, there's nothing really you can say to someone that's grieving the loss of a loved one. All you can do is be there for them, and it's really hard because no one teaches you how to like fix or repair anything once you've lost somebody. Consoling another person that was grieving was really nice to read for me. And yeah, I don't know what else. On that note, I'm gonna go away and read. So, some things have happened since I last talked to y'all. I'm on 70% right now. I've been getting through it. Every time I say one thing to y'all, I contradict myself the next minute. Like, literally every time I've been like, oh, I don't like this, I end up liking it. Oh, I blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I'm on 70%, and at one point, okay, I will say, I'm not speaking from experience, but grief makes people do a lot of crazy things. The two love interests, they weren't really feeling each other before. Like, they probably commented on each other's attractiveness maybe once or twice, but it was never like, oh, I'm trying to get at them. They had a heart-to-heart moment, and then they dibbled and dabbled, had a little intimate moment. I'm like, and then all of a sudden there was feelings. I don't know, then there's more things coming on about the death of Arlie, which it's getting suspicious, because also, where's her baby daddy at? He just like ducked off. He was threatening the girl, and then last thing you know, she maced him, and then he was gone. And I'm just like, then the girls were fighting. The old girls at that. They was fighting. And I'm like, this is all misinformation. And then there's always this thing where I've noticed in books that have like siblings, like two sisters to be exact. One of them is like super independent and one is like not so independent. And like the mother figure is like, I just didn't have to check on you because you're just so independent. What? That's a coping mechanism. What's her name? Ben's really jumped the gun, because how are you cool with these people and you doing all this stuff, literally that's not like yourself, doing all these things, but then you find something out online and you immediately are just like, doubt. And it's like, I don't know, girl, just talk to the people. I'm trying not to spoil, so like, I don't know if I'm making sense. If you read the book and you remember, you know. But if not, like, I'm just jibber jabbing at this point. But I'm like, girl, really? After all y'all been through, you think the worst of these people? It's crazy. It's crazy. And her mama Adeline, don't like her mama, haven't. Don't like Shamara. Just started getting cool with the weird. And yeah, and then somebody is pregnant, which I started knowing she was pregnant because in one of the point of views, it was just like, well, I got juice in my cup while they all drinking. And I was just like, you're pregnant. Who have you been? Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like as soon as I get off the camera, I always have something else to say, but doesn't matter. Next time you see me, I'll probably be done with the book at this point. I've been reading. I didn't know I was recording. Oh my gosh. Okay. Should I do my hood? That looks more silly than just having the hood on. Right. I don't care. That's the truth. So I did finish Lemon Pepper by Nina. This is my first book by Nina, and I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. So I'll tell y'all my cop pile rating. I would put it on the screen, but I'm probably gonna be lazy, so I don't think it's gonna be on the screen, babe. But I used to, like, sometimes I do this in the videos and then I edit it out. Like, I don't know if y'all care about how I rate things. So if you don't care, I'll try to put like a timestamp and get on to the next book. Gave characters 6.5 out of 10. All these ratings will be out of 10. So I'm just gonna say the number instead of being like out of 10 every time. Characters 6.5. Atmosphere 7. Writing style 6, which really could have been like a 7.5, 8. It wasn't bad, but there was like, I'm not trying to be a grammar police, but there was a lot of things where I had to read the context to know what they were saying, because there was like typos, and there was like plenty of typos. And I'm not trying to be grammar police, but this is how I rated it. I'm sorry if Nina is your favorite. Sorry, Nina girl, if you're seeing this. I doubt you are. Plot 7, intrigue 8, logic 6, and then enjoyment 8. Like, yeah, I enjoyed myself fairly well, but I just feel like some things weren't really clicking. And also, I don't know if it's considered a romance or what. Let me see. But I don't know, I feel bad for not giving it like a 4 or something. Yeah, it's considered romance. But like, I feel like it was more like fiction, like just like a fiction writing with like a little bit of romance, because like there wasn't a lot romantic, I don't feel like. But that could just be me. I don't know, y'all. I've been in a funk reading wise, so like I don't know anything. For this, I read a graphic novel, I read 2 fantasy books, and then before that I read like a sci-fi, and then I read a romance, like all the way at the beginning of January, like the middle of January. So I ain't read romance in like 2 weeks. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna pick my next one. I'm gonna use the random number generator. Okay, screen record. Tink. All right, I'm spinning it. And then I just stopped it. Hopefully, is it gonna stop? Okay, I'm gonna tap spin again, because it be spinning even when I tell it to stop. Okay, slowing down. Okay, 38. Okay, so let's see what 38 was on my TBR. And I'm just gonna screenshot it, I think. I'm not gonna show you my whole TBR. Unless y'all wanted to see what I wanted to read. But some things I think I want to read, and then I'll look at their summary and I'm like, I deleted off of here, so I don't want y'all to see that. Like, you'll see part of it. 38. Black Cake. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I don't know about that one, y'all. It's like, is that the vibe right now? Is that the vibe? Black Cake. Oh my gosh, that's probably over 400 pages. I needed something like shorter than what I just read. And I gotta find it somewhere, like see if it's on my library. Okay. Well, let me get myself together and I will be back and I'll read like the summary because I kind of know it's like generational stuff and like this mom, Black Cake, it was secrets, and then they had like a hidden sibling and family stuff. That's all I know. This video wasn't supposed to have a theme except for like all the authors are gonna be black, but this one deals with death as well. So I'm like, dang, we really on the whole that conversation right now. Okay, let's see. We can't choose what we inherit, but can we choose who we become? In present-day California, Eleanor Bennett's death leaves behind a puzzling inheritance for her two children, Byron and Benny. Oh, I thought she was still alive and then she died in the book. Wow. A black cake made from a family recipe with a long story and a voice recording. In her message, Eleanor shares a tumultuous story about a headstrong young swimmer who escapes her island home under suspicion of murder. The heartbreaking tale Eleanor unfolds, the secret she still holds back, and the mystery of a long-lost child challenge everything the siblings thought they knew about their lineage and themselves. Can Byron and Benny reclaim their once close relationship, piece together... Oh, because they're, like, estranged, I think I heard. Piece together Eleanor's true history and fulfill her final request to share the black cake when the time is right? Will their mother's revelations bring them back together or leave them feeling more lost than ever? Is it Charmaine or Charmaine? I think I've been saying Charmaine. Charmaine Wilkerson's debut novel. Debut? I know that's right. Oh, that debut is getting read. Like, so many people have read this book for a debut? Oh my god. It's a story of how the inheritance of betrayal, secrets, memories, and even names can shape relationships in history. Deeply evocative and beautifully written, Black Cake is an extraordinary journey through the life of a family changed forever by the choices of its matriarch. I was kind of looking for something light and fluffy right now, but this might eat. I told y'all about Black Cake like 2 days ago, and the day I told y'all, I literally only read that prologue and I did not read. And it's crazy because like I want to read really bad, so I don't think this is a reading slump. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, but like it's just been really hard to start a book. And like usually it's hard for me to start books because I'd be like, okay, 10%, like when's it gonna jump off? But like obviously that'd be like way fast unless it's like one of those kind of like books. But I'm just like, can we get to the tea already? But like you literally have to read to get to the tea, so I'm mad at myself. I'm at everything. So I'm literally only on 5% of Black Cake. I started reading it last night after I got off of work, and I read a little bit until it was midnight, and then I fell asleep. Right now we following Byron and Benny. Benny, her name is Benedette, or Bendette, something like that. They're not twins. Byron's the older sibling, and their mom passed away. She left like this voice recording with her attorney, lawyer. I don't know the difference. I'm so sorry. I used to know the difference. I don't know the difference anymore. I think it's attorney. And he's like, I need, like, y'all have to be together and listen to this. And the mom was like, I know y'all are stubborn, but I need y'all to listen to this at the same time. I did leave a black cake in the freezer. I think she said, you can't eat it until it's the right time. I don't know, but the chapters are super short. So, like, I was like, okay, I'm almost done. Okay, I'm almost done. So it was getting interesting. So I think I'm about to read it in a little bit. Yeah, they got beef because basically Benny, something happened. And I don't know. Hold on one second. So basically something happened with Benny and their dad passed away too a while ago. I guess she felt like her family wasn't really there for her and then she left and dipped and then hadn't talked to them for 8 years. So Byron has been the one that's been around and he's just like, I should have told her when Ma got sick, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I just felt like a lot was going on and she abandoned us. Her. So he got a lot of resentment and she's just like, what the fuck? My big brother is acting childish. Like, also, she ain't been around. So I'm like, how you expect things to just like, you know? I'm liking the writing so far. I do like the short chapters. It makes me feel like I'm actually getting through something. The purple one looks worse. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all. Sorry. If you're scared of dots and holes, look away. Like, that purple one looks like, if I look at it too hard and too long, too hard and too long. Anyway, I'll get like, my skin be crawling. Like, I be feeling like my, ugh, you know, like, ugh. I'll see y'all hopefully when things get more interesting. I just wanted to acknowledge that I'm just in a really weird reading mood right now, in the sense that I really want to read and finish some stuff, like on the one hand, like reading is starting to kind of feel like a chore a little bit. So like last time I talked to y'all, I think I told y'all Black Cake, I was putting it on pause and I was going to find another book. So I am 10% on Where We Found Our Home. This is the first book in the Lost and Found series by Natasha Bishop. I got my book because I don't have a lot of physical books. So whenever I have one, I've been wanting to show y'all. I read only for the week and I'll like tag it in the cards or something like that whenever I read this for one of my 24-hour readathons. This 8. And I decided after I read this that I really wanted to read some more. And like I've been having this borrowed from Kindle Unlimited for like a month and a half, 2 months. And it just looks at me in the face. And I'd be like, okay, when is it gonna be time? It's time. I didn't look at the summary, but I'll read the summary for you. But right now, our two main characters, Sierra and Lincoln. Sierra is running away from her past. I don't really know what's going on. It's giving like a man was like physically abusing her, like a domestic violence situation, because she's saying that like she's gonna get killed if she brings like her family doesn't know where she is for real. They're checking on her, but she's dodging questions and it's getting like sketchy. So she meets this like lady. She moved from I forgot where she was from, but she moved to Austin, Texas, and she made friends with this lady that works at a coffee shop, and she was keeping her distance at first, but like the lady really makes her feel warm and like welcome, and she has a daughter too. One day, it introduces the brother of the coffee lady. Nevaeh is her name. It introduces his point of view, and like he's a firefighter. She writes also, like she got a settlement from like an accident. I think she was in a car accident. There's some like battle wound things going on with her. I don't really know, but it's definitely looking domestic for me. One day she saved this little girl from like getting hit, and like she got the trauma from that. They're getting to know, like not getting to know each other, like they just met. And honestly, I don't know where this is gonna go. Like, I don't know, this is very random because I didn't look up the summary. Lincoln, I had my chance at love and I threw it away. I don't deserve another. I've dedicated my entire life to my community. There's no time for anything else, but then I met her. Sierra Jeffries is everything I told myself I didn't want, but she might be everything I need. Oh yeah, whenever he was trying to run to her safety, whenever she got the concussion with the car accident or whatever, he was like, oh, I can't be too late, not again. And I'm like, oh Lord, what's this trauma? Like, I don't know. I didn't think this was gonna be like, Sierra Jeffries is everything I told myself I didn't want, but she might be everything I need if I can just hold on to her. Sierra, if I don't get out of this town, I'll lose my sanity, my loved ones, and my life. I need a fresh start, and Austin, Texas feels like as good a place as any. I wasn't supposed to build connections, and I definitely wasn't supposed to fall in love. Lincoln Cole has other plans for me. He has me breaking all my rules, and I feel safe in his arms. But the safety is a luxury I don't have. I thought I ran far enough. My past will never let me go. My recklessness may just get Lincoln burned. Burn. He's a firefighter. Oh, no. Well, it's giving her ex-dude is about to pull up at some point. But she found home and safety with Lincoln. Anyway, I'm going to try to update y'all like when I get to like 30 or 40% because I'm trying to do better about that. And I feel like something should be happening at that time. So I'll see y'all if I get there. If I don't, this might be another week later that I talk to y'all. And that's going to have to be okay. Hey y'all. So this might look like the same day, but it's probably like 2 days later because I don't think I read yesterday. I don't know, child. But I'm on 30% of Where We Found Our Home by Natasha Bishop, and I have some notes. I'm looking at my iPad. So I do like the pacing so far. It's cute, and it's like building us up with like a little bit of tension. One thing I have like a really big ick with him right now is that like every time he be like referencing his he be saying big guy. Naming his big guy. Anyway, that's really my main thing with him. I am really happy that she's coming back to herself and allowing people to come into her life and be vulnerable. I can't wait for the old sicko, the third point of view, to be dealt with. I don't know exactly. We've had his point of view twice, and his name is Eddie. And he's like, oh, you don't realize you ruined my life. I'm coming for you. Like, I'm watching you from a distance. You don't know I'm here, but I'm here. Like, the game just begun. And it's just like, it's getting sinister. It's getting wicked. Yeah, I need him to be dealt with and put in her past. Their sexual tension is starting to build up, so they might be soon. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be super spicy, but I think we're going to get some. I think I was just in the mood for a romance. I really don't really feel like Black Cake because I think that's considered literary fiction. I kind of want to finish the book. Like, my Kindle's saying I'm going to finish it in 2 hours, but like, am I going to stay until 1? I don't think so. But it's reading kind of fast, but like not. Like, this is a good pacing. I don't know how to explain. Like, it's medium. Yeah. That's how you explain that. Natasha Bishop writes really well. Like, there's nothing super exciting going on right now, so I don't really know. Like, I'm enjoying myself just fine, but it's like, I need something, some drama or like some more relationship building, which they're getting closer. They're calling each other best friend right now, and that's cute. They got little jokes. Some things are a little funny. Like, their banter is cool. I feel like you gotta do banter right, because sometimes people just be corny. I like the way they interact, and I think that is all. Bye. Okay, let me update y'all real quick. I was gonna finish that book the other day, and then I didn't. I'm on 60%, and honestly, when I sit down and have the time to read, like, I literally can get through it. Right now, I'm like an hour, maybe 15 minutes. 60%. It's like gotten better. Like, girl, they had sex like a couple of times. Okay, I liked it. I will say, I was comparing it to Only for the Weak because that's the only other book that I read by Natasha Bishop. It didn't give me the same feelings that it gave me in that book, but obviously, like, that book is older, I think. I'm saying obviously, and I'm saying I think. I don't know. I think that book is older. Like, Where We Found Our Home is older, so I feel like she definitely like progressed in her writing, so love to see that. I definitely need to read that again like soon. It was good, child, but 60%, like I feel like it's about to really amp up because the Eddie dude is like making his presence known a little bit more, and like she's getting more comfortable where she's at, and like it's getting a little too comfortable. So oops, someone just pulled up beside me. I'm embarrassed. I gotta go. I gotta go. But yeah, I might talk to y'all tomorrow. Hey, honestly, since this video has been all over the place, I don't know what I last told y'all, and I don't think I ever updated, like, I wrapped up the book I read. Where We Found Our Home by Natasha Bishop. I ended up giving it 3.75 stars. I rounded it up to 4 on Goodreads, though. All I had written when I was finishing it was that, like, there was, like, a little bit of propaganda in the book, which, like, I really don't like reading about the police. I don't like hearing about them. They really put, like, a sour feeling into anything. I just feel like it's kind of weird that, like, when we mention firefighters, we always have to mention police. I know that they're part of the same, like, emergency, whatever, I don't know, first response type thing, but, like, anyway, we do love a happy ending. It was a decent book. I felt like while I was reading it, I was, like, decently entertained. It was something that was just, you know, to read. Yeah. We're definitely getting Nina and Isaiah's next, so that should be good. It's already looking like they kind of have, like, not really a hate to love, but, like, some kind of tension to love situation. So I'm excited for that. I'm gonna tell y'all my cod pile thing that I got to 3.75. So for characters, I gave them 8 out of 10. Atmosphere, I gave a 6 out of 10. Writing style, 8. Plot, 7. What is this? Intrigue, 7.25. Logic, I did give it a 5 because I just feel like, which this literally has nothing to do with the book. Like, honestly, whenever I do this rating, it's so, like, picky, and I hate that, but I also don't. Because I don't feel like this book was a 4 for me, so that's fine. But 5, I gave it logic because, like, if you know what happened, like, how this, like, crazy guy entered her life, that didn't make sense to me on why he was just so, like, hell-bent on, like, you know, ruining her and, like, trying to keep her and all that shit. Like, it was weird. Lastly, enjoyment, I gave 7.75 because sometimes it was good, sometimes it just was just, like, whatever. So I did give it 3.75. It was a cool book. I'm trying to debate if I want a soft DNF Black Cake and then just read another romance book. Because it's not like Black Cake is not interesting. I just kind of feel like I wish I had the audiobook to read along with because I'm kind of just getting stuck with it. I feel like I've read it too long, if that makes sense. And I took a break. So it's just like, I'm not interested, even though it's really good. Like, this is just the beginning that I'm at. I'm still on like 20%. I think I actually will just pick another book and then come back to Black Cake. It deserves better. I don't know why I don't do the wheel whenever I'm on camera with y'all. Maybe if I do this video again, I'll do that. But I did pick my next book, and it was actually a book that I really wanted because my library has the audiobook, and I just feel like I need an audiobook really bad to read. Like, I have not read with an audiobook in a while. I can remember the last book that I had one for. I'm reading The Stars and the Blackness Between Them by Junauda Petrus. I think it's supposed to be LGBTQ, like sapphic or something. Okay, it's saying it's queer and lesbian. All right. Told in 2 distinct and irresistible voices, Junauda Petrus's, I hope I'm saying your name right, Junauda Petrus's bold and lyrical debut is the story of 2 Black girls from very different backgrounds finding love and happiness in a world that seems determined to deny them both. Trinidad. 16-year-old Audrey is despondent, having just found out she's going to be sent to live in America with her father because her strictly religious mother caught her with her secret girlfriend, the pastor's daughter. I know that. Audrey's grandmother, Queenie, a former dancer who drives a white convertible Cadillac and who has a few secrets of her own, tries to reassure her granddaughter that she won't lose her roots, not even in some place called Minneapolis. America have their spirits too, believe me, she tells Audrey. Minneapolis. 16-year-old Mabel is lying on her bed, staring at the ceiling and trying to figure out why she feels the way she feels about her ex Terrell, about her girl Jada and that moment they had in the woods, and about the vague feeling of illness that's plagued her all summer. Mabel's reverie is cut short when her father announces that his best friend and his just arrived from Trinidad daughter are coming to dinner. Mabel quickly falls hard for Audrey and is determined to take care of her. And she tries to take care of her, girl, y'all kids. And she tries to navigate an American high school. Oh, okay. She's leading the way. She's taking her under her wing. But the romance takes a turn when test results reveal exactly why Mabel has been feeling low-key sick all summer. And suddenly it's Audrey who is caring for Mabel as she faces a deeply uncertain future. So I'm probably going to start that today. Today's Monday and I'm off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so tomorrow I'm going to really try to dedicate it to the book so I can film other videos and get back into my groove because, I don't know, like I'm starting to feel like hopeful again. Like, I don't know, I think it was Black Cake. And nothing against Black Cake, but I just feel like that was not the vibe that I was trying to go for at this time. And that's okay. I'll come back to it. Yesterday, I got to 25% of The Stars and the Blackness Between Them by Junauda Petrus, and I have some notes on my iPad here, so hold on. I think this is a great coming-of-age story for everyone, but especially young/baby gays that aren't fully accepted or understood. I'm really enjoying the connections to nature and how the earth and people we love help ground us at times. I do really love that. And then I already read y'all the summary, but like I feel like reading the summary and then actually like getting into the book and then understanding it is different, obviously. Audrey is spiritual and was forced into going to church and got sent to the States when her mom found out that she was dating the pastor's daughter. Mabel had her first boyfriend and she hasn't really like figured out or questioned if she might be queer, but she saw her boyfriend as just a homeboy, and she reminisces about a special moment she shared with one of her homegirls. I'm like, girl, babes. And they didn't even kiss or like nothing like that. Like they like hugged in the rain. And then I wrote this one thing yesterday. I was like so emotional about it, and I don't understand because I never really like delved into this before. So I said, so for a while growing up, I was kind of insecure. I was kind of not insecure about my blackness. Well, I was for a while. That's a different conversation. But sometimes I would feel like, oh, being Black American, like there's not really like a lot of culture. And like obviously now I realize that like our culture is everywhere. But like sometimes whenever I read books where people are from places outside of America, like among the Black diaspora, I get like not a homesick feeling, but like kind of like very melancholic for just like my ancestors, and even just for Black people today that don't know who they are, like who their family is and shit like that. I don't know, just hearing all the stuff with like the Rasta lifestyle and like spiritual practices and rituals and like just foods that people make whenever they're sick. I don't know why I brought it up, but like I really was like in my feelings a little bit about it yesterday. Like, wow, like I don't even know where my people really from. And I have this like every like quarterly, I have this feeling. And it's like something that I'll never get back or get like, I don't know. Like obviously you can do the ancestry things and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. I'm on the fence about those. I kind of don't want to do one, but I kind of don't want to give them my DNA, which is like, I don't know. Things get kind of conspiracy around DNA and shit. I don't really know how that, I don't know. That was all just to say, I'm really enjoying the book. I want to read a little bit more in a little bit. I'm enjoying it a lot. And I don't know who put me onto this book. I don't know where I heard about this book, but I'm really glad that I'm reading it. Hey y'all. So yesterday I told y'all I was gonna read some more, and I really didn't. I started reading, well, no, I read for like an hour yesterday. Yeah, and I read a little bit today. I'm listening to the audiobook actually pretty fast, so I'm finishing it a little bit earlier than I thought I would because I'm really enjoying it. So I'm kind of like trying to get into it. I don't know if I ever told you, but Audrey and Mabel have met, and they like created a friendship and a bond. They were getting really close, and then one of them fell sick. And right now, the other one is just trying to help and do everything that she can, which, like the summary says. So I'm like, I don't know, y'all. Is this gonna be a happy ending or is this gonna be sad? Because I'm really tired of reading sad stuff right now. I really don't want to read that sad. I'm on almost 50%, and I was gonna get y'all an update at 60, but the way it's moving, I might not see y'all for a minute. I'm still liking it. I wish I knew how to describe books and like writing styles a certain way. I don't know that much. Like I know people talk about like purple prose and prose a lot. This is very like, some of this is lyrical. So I guess, is that prose when it's like poetic kind of? There is a lot in here. There's like an excerpt from this guy that was in prison. He wrote a book, and there is a little part of that. And then like every like segment, like every time the month changes, it talks about like the season, like the astrological season. So like right now we're in Libra season, before that Virgo, and then like, you know, with those like headings, there's like a little like a poem. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a poetry girl because I feel like I don't really like thinking critically, and I don't like when things challenge my brain. And like with art, so many things are just like up in the air for like meaning. I love that about it, but I also like don't like it because I don't like not understanding things. I don't know if I should be gathering anything from this. I just think it's beautiful. That's all. I really like the way this is written. I don't have any complaints. I just feel like if one of them does die, I will have a complaint. So I finished the book and I cried. Like obviously I think I filmed like a little bit of me crying because I wanted to show y'all I was crying. I don't know, just being dramatic, I guess. But like everything with the FUA and just like the magical realism at the end, I wasn't expecting that. Whenever you read like young adult books where like people are dying, it's just always like a kind of like formulaic type thing. And I really need to go because I need to go to work. But I'm telling y'all this right quick because I don't have a rating right now. I'm just like, I just finished it just like 10 minutes ago. So I'm gonna try to do the cop pile thing and then conclude the video at the end, like later today or like tomorrow. It's gonna be at least 4 stars. I don't know if this is giving 5. We'll see. It 8. I'm glad I read it. That's it. Bye. Hey y'all. It's the end of the day for me, and I just wanted to tell y'all my rating and then get the fuck on out of here. Okay, I feel like the last clip that I did, I was like, this is not a 5 star. This is not a 5 star. But like some 5 stars are just like undeniably 5 stars. So if you could not tell the rating, I did give it 5. And we're gonna do the cop pile. Characters, I gave it 10 out of 10. Atmosphere, 8. Writing style, 9. Plot, 10. Intrigue, 9. Logic, 8. And then enjoyment, 10. So that rounded up to be like 9 something. And like 9 is whenever you get into like 5 stars. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I haven't had a 5 star I might be lying. Hold on. I don't know if I've had a 5-star in 2024. Oh, The Kingdom of Copper was 5 stars. And that's it? That's it. A fantasy book. I did not finish Black Cake. I came back and read it a little bit, but I just took it off my shelves. I don't know. I'm not in the mood. I don't know when I'll be in the mood, to be honest. Yeah, I might even read it next week. Like, I don't know. But I do want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I feel like this is the most chaotically and like strewn together video I've ever done. So I hope editing me pulls it together. Okay? Yeah. Bye, y'all. See y'all in the next video. Bye.